I'm here with head coach of the swimming and diving team, Pat Mead. Coach, your season goes underway this Friday at American University. What have you been looking forward to about this season?
You know, really trying to see how the freshmen are going to do. You know, we know what we've got returning. We graduated a great class with the women last year. We've got about 15, 16 freshman guys, and from what we've seen so far in practice, they're going to make an immediate impact on our men's team. And on the women's side, we've got about 14, 15 girls. And so really tomorrow will give us a really good insight as to where we're going to be for the rest of the year. And looking to see how they transcend our practice into the competition.
And so what are you expecting from your men's team to accomplish this season?
I think just keep moving forward. I mean, our freshman guys are definitely ability-wise and time-wise and practice, from a practice perspective, we're way ahead of where we've ever been. I think this is probably the most talented freshman class we've had in the last 4 or 5 years. So that's resulting in pushing our upperclassmen to work at a much higher level. So from a team standpoint, I think we're going to be obviously much stronger. And on the women's side, you know, the same thing. I think that with the women, what we're going to see, or the thing that I'm curious to see is how fast do our women develop? I know what we've got in the pool right now, ability-wise and talent, but sometimes with the freshmen, it's how quickly do they jump on board with what we see in them, and how quickly do what we see result in actual performances. So the hope is that we can kind of get them moving forward quickly so that by November, both teams are where they need to be, so that we can then really begin to zero in and focus in on the championship at the end of the year, which is really and truly our main focus.
And you talked about the women's team had a lot of national attention last season, so how does that go into the preparation for this season? How can you answer that?
It doesn't really change how we prepare. I think the key is for our freshmen and even our returners, because we've got a good number of seniors that, you know, everyone's got to recognize our success last year, and they've got to take pride in that. And there's got to be a sense amongst our women's team that we were 21st in the nation. So we need to train like we were 21st in the nation. We need to sleep like we were 21st in the nation, eat like we were the 21st in the nation, because if we can do that, then we will take some of the people who've come into our program that aren't at a national level, and they will transcend where they're at and rise to that level. And that's really, you know, I've got a great saying that I say to the kids all the time: you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So some of our freshmen who have come in with maybe not the same background or experience that our upperclassmen have, my hope is that those freshmen, now being surrounded with some of the best people in the conference and some of the best people in the nation, hopefully that they'll transcend to a much higher level, performance-wise, and also how they train on a daily basis.
Good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thanks so much.